here coming to you this evening here before the storms with a quick live. We've been getting ready for the storms that are coming through. Got the generators out and the power cords and everything just to make sure that we're all set. Had to get a bunch of tools situated and some materials covered up and everything. So rushing to get all that done with everything else that we got going on, and doing a little bit of work as well on other things. So it's been a rush thing. So I'm gonna be kind of quick today, which the next capital that we're covering is kind of a quick subject, and I've been doing these lives like this just to help get more viewers. Maybe people will discover the channel through shorts and everything. I'm gonna do my best. I ain't used to being in a live without other people with me, and so I can get distracted by the comments sometimes. So I'm gonna leave the comments, if there are any in the live, for the very end. Need to do better on that. So let's get into material capital. So we're doing the 8 forms of capital, and today is material capital, which can include physical resources like tools, buildings, and land. And really, when, land is one of them that's mentioned, and I kind of consider the land almost as far as like living capital, just because it is really more like, you own an ecosystem, and so I consider it more of living capital, but it does fall under that in the sense that you can build stuff on land. It is a place to occupy. You can put animals on it, so we'll let that fall in there too. But material capital, I think, is something that people really don't think about a lot, because really in our society, especially here in the U.S., we're in kind of a disposable economy. Everything that we buy just about is junk. It's got planned obsolescence in it. There's just stuff that you buy to throw away the next year or the next day, and there's really a lot of value in material capital, in stuff that you own. So, for example, tools. Let's talk about tools a little bit. If you own tools, then that is a huge part of material capital, because tools can not only do things, build things, fix things that you own, but it can also do things like make money. You can pay, or you can charge people to do stuff with tools. You can go and fix things. You can build things. So tools are a really good one. And if you're talking about like garden tools, I know there's a lot of tools that are pretty decent nowadays, but really, if you can do the buy once, cry once, is the best way to go on a lot of things, like shovels, rakes, hoes, post hole diggers. And I'm looking to, as we get into a position where we invest in some of those farm tools, into buying the best and getting stuff like pig iron that will be heavy tools that are going to last for a long time. So buildings. And buildings don't have to be anything special if you're homesteading. Animals, even though I've done a lot of work as like a finished carpenter, and everything's really important to me to be within very small tolerances, and everything's got to be square, everything needs to look right, nothing needs to be bowed. But at the same time, I do like a lot of rustic stuff, and so I'll build some stuff that looks more rustic. But animals really don't care. If you have something on a 90-degree angle, or it's an 80-degree angle, or a 110-degree angle, they're not going to care. They don't really notice that. So just having some place to put your animals that's strong and safe, there's a lot of capital in that. Land, space, whether it be just a small acreage, or a wood lot, or a large area to put your animals, whether it's pasture. There's a lot of capital in that, and we have to look at the physical resources as as something that really counts as capital. And you're going to look at it as how can I save money using this, or how can I use this to make money? And you can really, like with your buildings, really increase the value by, function stacking. I know we had a live not too long ago about that. If you'll check it out on the channel, we talked about function stacking with Greg and with John. And a lot of buildings, the more you can use a building for, the better. Like a lot of times, if you're building a building that has an eave in it, there's a lot of things that you can put up in the top of that building, whether it's hay, whether it's drying herbs, whether it's drying fodder, whether you put wood up there, and a lot of animals too, having stuff like pigs that are in the bottom part of the building, and then you might have a place for the chickens to roost up above that, along with their nesting boxes. There's just many ways you can do that, but material capital is one that's kind of missed because there's a lot of stuff that's around you that either could be making you money, could be saving you money, or has value, and a lot of us don't put value on that. We just accumulate stuff rather than really focusing on what's going to bring value. So anyway, that's pretty much it on material capital. This is something we could have a long conversation about, but we won't today. And stay tuned for our next live. Our next live may be on the basics of coppice and pollarding. And if it's not, I'll have another short video for tomorrow, and then Thursday we're going to pick back up on the lives. So y'all come by and see us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and that way you'll be notified. I'll go over the comments here. We did have some. I don't think we had anybody come in and subscribe. Let's see here. We just got some people saying hi, and then programmer, dang, that's crazy. I got to get myself a pair. Assuming one of the tools. Nicole said bro's head with a skull. Yeah, I have a very large head. I know that a lot of people are able to pick me out in a crowd really quick because you can see my head from a mile away. Anyway, well, awesome, guys. Appreciate everybody who dropped in to check it out. Thanks for watching. If you found any value in the video, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Drop any comments or questions you got down below. Appreciate it, y'all. Have a good one.